So in today's episode of Exploring Stamps, we are exploring a stamp from Cuba which was published in 2010 with all values as 65 Cuban currency. And this is about the 60th anniversary of an international fishing competition called Ernest Hemingway. So general information about the stamp I've personally got in my collection, which you can see on the right hand side of the screen. But in general, the issue day, emission, perforation, printing and stuff like that's the same. Issued on the 25th of May 2010. The size of this stamp is 32 by 48 millimeters. Colour, multi. Format, stamp. Emission, commemorative. Perforation, comb, 12 1/4 times 12 1/2. Printing was done by offset lithography. Sorry, my pronunciation ain't the best. Face value 65 centavo. So here's some information about the Ernest Hemingway competition. So at the end of May, 31 teams representing 17 countries participated in this milestone event, fished out of Havana, Cuba. Destiny wanted a Spanish team on board the symbolic yacht Pilar, moored in Marina Hemingway, to win a Hemingway tournament for the first time. Ernest Hemingway did not have that luck on his own legendary boat Pilar, now displayed at the Hemingway Museum, Vega Country Estate in Havana, where the author lived for more than 20 years. With this victory, we paid homage to the man who agreed on giving his name to this sport fishing event. Cuban anglers had a lot of influence on Hemingway, said Jose Luis Pepe Conde, member of the Hemingway International Yacht Club of Cuba and owner of Pilar. In the captain's meeting on Monday, May 24th, at the headquarters of Hemingway International Yacht Club of Cuba, Commodore Jose Miguel Diaz Esquich welcomed anglers, and Rob Kramer, James Meredith and Hort Schneider, presidents of the International Game Fish Association, the Ernest Hemingway Foundation and Society, and the European Federation of Sea Anglers, respectively. He also welcomed Ralph A.G. Vincente, Commodore of the Club Nautica de San Juan, Puerto Rico, and representative of the Bill Fish Foundation of the Caribbean. The countries that had the most participation this anniversary year were the United States of America with 4 teams, and Italy, Russia, Cayman Islands and Cuba with 3 teams each. The United Kingdom had 2. It was the first time no American team came from the US sailing their own boat. The first fishing day ended with the event's first valid capture made by Team Pilar, which tagged and released a blue marlin. On a lay day, after 2 days of fishing, some participants visited places that Hemingway used to visit, while others exchanged opinions about the different sides of the life of the American writer in a sports journalist meeting. The third fishing day took place with a white marlin and a blue marlin tagged and released by teams from Argentina and United States, respectively. On the fourth and final day at 12:20 hours, the team from Ecuador on board tag and release reported having tagged and released a white marlin. Almost at the end of the day, tag and release reported to be working on the new marlin, but Werner Campoverde and the rest of the Ecuadorian team were looking desperately for the camera to take pictures of the fish because without pictures no points were accumulated, and the camera never appeared. Releasing the marlin, they let the first place go. For team pillars, Sergio Gonzalez Acris as skipper, Santiago Alvarez Trujillo as sailor, and the anglers Jose El Conde Alvarez, Felix Alvarez Tingala, and Boris Marcelo Bartulin. As rumour says, you could even hear the whoops of joy in Malecon, Ocean Drive in Havana. Jose Luis Conde had won the prize for the first valid capture of the tournament and his team. The first place and the right to be present in the IGFA Offshore World Championship in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico on May 2011, and to have a picture with the Hemingway Cup that has now returned from France. The Russian team on DC-93 won second place, and the Danish team on Marlin XVIII won third place. Commodore Escherich, representative of IGFA in Havana, began the closing ceremony by acknowledging 7 women anglers who received flowers and a book with paintings from Guy Harvey related to the Old Man and the Sea, and devoted to 60th Hemingway tournament. The youngest angler of the tournament, the Cuban Lazaro A. Alonso Rodriguez, also received a book from Guy Harvey, as did the 15 repeating teams. Heidi Jeffrodi, the woman that tagged and released a marlin, received a painting by Cuban George Guanchi. So that's all the information I have on this stamp, really, because it was about a fishing tournament, and yeah, it was celebrating the 60th anniversary. That's all I can really say, but I hope you enjoyed. I know it was a bit more information-y, longer, but I thought I'd do it. And I know this channel is called JayVphilately, but in the future there may be some more stuff like postcards, coins, for example. But I hope you enjoyed, and see you next time. If you enjoyed, like, subscribe, comment.